I just recorded 30 minutes of video to find out that there was no audio. Let's try this again. Hey there and welcome to my channel. This is Foggy Fiction and I am Haley. I'm a writer living with mental illness, doing my best to show that mental health does not dictate talent or worth, and hoping to encourage others to chase their dreams. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I try to post 1 to 2 videos a week, usually centered around things related to writing, reading, and mental health, but sometimes I veer off topic and that's okay too. In today's video, it is day 11 of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I actually have a checklist so I don't veer too far off topic this time. Let's get started. First, I want to update my word count. As of right now, and I haven't written anything yet today, I am sitting at 8,670 words. To hit NaNoWriMo's daily par, I need to write 540 words today, and I know that I'm going to hit that and then some. Some of the things that I have been working on as far as that word count goes is I've been scripting videos again. I worded this so much better the first time and I can't remember how I did it, so this is going to sound totally jumbled compared to how it was the first time, but I guess y'all have no reference. I do though, and I'm so upset that there was no audio. So yeah, I've been scripting videos again for this channel, and I'm really excited about that because I feel like you're going to be getting some much better content than I have previously. As you can probably tell, I've said, I haven't scripted the last handful of videos that I've posted, but I do try to script them. And I have been working on some ones that I'm really excited about. Soon you're going to get the next episode in my little series, So You're Writing About Someone Who. This one is actually the part 2 for depression, since I forgot to mention some things in that one. And I also have the next 3 topics for that series set up and ready to start researching and writing. So I'm excited about that. There was another one. I use Scrivener for all of my scripting for my channel because it has a really great way to organize things, and so that just makes it really easy. I really wish they had a mobile integration for Android so that I could work on those on my phone and not just my laptop, but that's whatever. Anyway, I had just a list of all these ones that I can start writing on at any time but haven't actually been written. They're just titles of videos that I wanted to do. And there was one that was just kind of a throwaway that I didn't think was going to be anything that was, that great, but I still listed it just because it was an idea, and I try to always put all of my ideas down, whether they're good or going to be used or not. And I just went ahead and started going with it the other day, and I am really loving how it's turning out. Now I'm hyping it up, so, you guys might be like, why did she think this was so great? Or you might like it just as much as I do. I hope you do. I'm really excited about this one that I've been working on. I don't know when I'll be putting that video out. Probably not this month or not anytime in the next couple weeks anyway. Just because I'm trying to focus on Camp Nano right now, but we will see. I'm excited about it though. So the next thing I've got on my list to talk about is motivation. I have found that my motivation has been really, it's back. I mean, for the most part, I'm still, I still have mental illness, and so I'm still struggling against that with some things, but I feel like I'm actually feeling that fire has been lit inside me to create again, which is really nice. I haven't been struggling to get the words out of me, and that could also be because I'm working on multiple projects. I'm not focusing on one thing this time around, so maybe working on multiple projects is something that is a big help for me when it comes to getting those words out. I could totally see that, but whatever it is, I'm excited for the motivation. It could also be that, we revamped the Discord that I'm a part of, the writing Discord, not my personal one. We revamped it, and we've invited new people in, and it's been really exciting, all these changes we've made and the things we've been working on. So that could also be a part of the motivation. And the people in there, we motivate each other. So I don't know what it is, if it's one or a combination or all of these things. I'm excited to have this motivation back. Speaking of that Discord, I'm going to go ahead and say this now because in the last video, I did it at the very end, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. We have a little bit of a book club thing going on in there, and this month's theme for the book club is writing craft books. So you can pick any writing craft book and read it and talk about it in there. We also, I mean, we do our book club different. You can talk about anything you want, any book related to the theme or not. You can read the same books together. It does not matter. But there is an overall theme every month. And this month's I chose craft writing books because, you know, it made sense. I had originally chosen to read some editing book. I can't remember what it was. I'm still going to read it eventually. It's on my Kindle and ready. But I decided to change the book I'm going to read. And while it is technically not specifically a writing craft book, it does say on the front cover, face your fears and unleash creativity, which to me, a book on helping yourself get creative, it's a craft book, okay? I bought this book shortly after it came out, and I was so excited to read it, mostly because of who the author is, and I'm excited to go ahead and read it now. I've read the introduction. That's it. After I got it, I read the introduction, and I stopped at that point, and I don't know why, but I'm excited to read it, and it is Embrace Your Weird by Felicia Day. That was a very long build-up for this, and I'm sorry. But I'm excited to read it. If you've already read it, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you haven't read it and you are interested, I'd also love to know. And, I mean, I'm excited. I'm so excited to read this book. So yeah, the last thing that I wanted to talk about, I am so excited to say that I did finally start getting somewhere in my bullet journal with my Q3 goals. So I did a video recently talking about how I set up and track my quarterly goals. If you haven't watched it, basically I do a Monopoly goal board every month. I am sure I am not the first person to come up with this idea, but I have a Monopoly board. Each property is a different goal that I have set up over here. I do a theme. The first quarter I did a video game theme. This quarter I'm doing specifically Pokemon, which is what I did last quarter in Q2, which is right here. This is Q2. And I'm just continuing with that. I even bought Pokemon stickers for the pages I have in my bullet journal. I'll track the ones I've done. Anyway, I do goals that are things that I want to work on to help improve my writing, my productivity, myself in general. Things that I know that I'm wanting to work on more. So I was having a really hard time this quarter choosing the goals that I wanted to come up with. So there are 22 properties on the board. So I choose a goal for each property. And then there are 4 railroads that I make one large goal broken down into 4 parts. First quarter and second quarter, I both had, on both of those, I had that goal to work on my temperature blanket, continuing to crochet rows from last year's temperature blanket. Not even doing one this year. And I didn't work on it at all the first 2 quarters, so I changed that goal. We'll get to it though. Each set of properties, if I collect the whole set, I get a reward, which is usually just something within a price range, like something on my wish list or I've been wanting but don't need. I'm rambling. So the very first one, I don't have a goal listed. My goal had been to work in my journal like 5 times or 10 times. Not my bullet journal planner. I actually bought this gorgeous journal, but I don't plan on writing in it like a typical journal. I'm going to be doing it more kind of the way that I do my bullet journal planner, just without the planning. And so that's going to take more time than I feel like I would have with all of the other goals I have this quarter, because see, I said this much better when I did the first video without the audio. Last quarter, all of my goals are great. They were all things that I wanted to do, but I chose too many things that required more time and energy than I would have to give in one quarter. And so this quarter, I decided to not do that. I broke down my goals in a way that I'm not setting myself up for failure. So I didn't give myself too much to do in one quarter. So I didn't want to add that because I felt like it might be asking too much of myself with all the other stuff on there. So I do need to come up with something for the first one. So if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments down below. Any ideas, I would love to hear them because I'm at a loss and I'm already behind on this thing. So I need to come up with one more goal for that very first one. So the second one is to use my bullet journal 25 times because I fall behind on it. Clearly, this is what Q3 looks like. I am not even close to getting it done. I have no trackers set up. I'm going to need to throw another page in there just for that. So I'm behind. So I want to be able to encourage myself to use my bullet journal planner every single day. I put 25 times because, again, I'm not setting myself up for failure. I leave room for mistakes, which isn't really leaving room for mistakes. It's leaving room for life because life happens. The third one is to post to Discord 25 times. I originally had this in 2 separate goals, to post to the writing Discord that I'm a part of that I found through NaNo, and then the other one to post to my personal Discord however many times. But I combined them into one because as of right now, my personal Discord has me and 2 other people in it. And it hasn't picked up yet. I have it attached to my Buy Me a Coffee account, which is kind of like, it's kind of like Ko-Fi or Patreon. I went with this one because it felt like the one that was right for me over the other ones. I have it attached to the membership on that account. And just right now, I don't really, like, it hasn't kicked off because there's nobody in there, really. And that's nothing on the people that are in there. It's just, you know, it's hard to make a whole active thing out of a Discord with only 3 people, including the person who set it up. So I'm hoping soon to do like a little giveaway to give away memberships so that people can, you know, hop in there and make it more active, but we'll see. I didn't even say that in the first video, and I talked about things so much better the first time I did this. I'm so upset that there's no audio. So upset. Even the very first thing I said at the very beginning of the video was like talking about how I dyed my hair but I didn't wash it, and you know, it just sounds dumb. All right. So the next one is to post to Twitter 20 times. They say that, you know, you need to be active on your social media as an author, and I'm trying to get myself more active. So I've been wanting, especially with Twitter, like even at night whenever I am trying to get to sleep but not quite there yet, so I'm just browsing on my phone, I've been trying to, instead of browsing Facebook, to get on Twitter and just look at posts on there. Same thing with Instagram, which is the next one, post to Instagram 15 times. I kind of fell off with it, especially with Instagram, because I've had both Twitter and Instagram for several years, and I used to use Instagram when I got into the whole MLM thing that a lot of people in my generation did, and it's a little embarrassing looking back on it. Not that I regret that time of my life because it helped me when I needed it, but yeah, I know I lost a lot of people following me, like even people that I know personally, like because of that, and it's totally fine. Like I get it. I absolutely get it, but it makes Instagram, like, it's so weird for me using Instagram. I still use it, just not as much, and I'm wanting to get back into it more. Post to TikTok 15 times. Last quarter, it was 8 times. I did post 8 videos. I might have posted 1 or 2 more. I think it was just 8 though. And I want to get back into doing that. I've got some ideas rolling around for some like scripty things that I want to do on there, like little skits, but I just haven't done it. So I want to use TikTok more because I really like TikTok. I like watching them, so I want to do more. I've got a friend who does a lot of TikTok videos, and she's amazing. She's awesome, and I want whatever magic you have that you put into your videos. I want that. Post to YouTube 15 times. 15 videos is absolutely the bare minimum of what I want to post this quarter. Interact on YouTube 15 times. So I have this thing where I watch YouTube like all the time, but I usually watch them on my PlayStation, and I have my a different channel on my PlayStation. I use just the channel that I've had since I very first made a channel on YouTube that I watch everything on, because it's the one that I've been using for years and years and years, and so it has all of the channels that I follow outside of writing and everything like that on there, and I like watching them on the PlayStation. But I feel weird when I go to interact with the YouTube videos that I watch that are writing related, using this channel, my Foggy Fiction channel, if I watched it on my other channel. I don't know why. It just makes me feel so weird. Like they're going to know that I didn't watch it with this channel and think that I'm just commenting for like nefarious reasons. And I don't know why I think that, because like why would they think that? Like, can they even tell that I didn't watch it? I mean, if they're watching their viewer accounts, then yeah, but I don't know. It makes me anxious talking about it. And so I'm thinking, I think what I can do, because what I've been doing is watching them on my laptop instead of my PlayStation. Which is fine, but it's just, I don't know, it's easier for me to pay attention when it's on my TV right in front of me, because I have to be doing other things while I'm watching something. I'm just, it's a weird anxiety thing for me. I feel weird not working on things while I feel unproductive, and I feel, anyway, I think what I can do is, if I'm logged into Foggy Fiction on my phone, I think I can cast the video to my PlayStation, and it'll allow me to watch it on my TV without logging out of my regular channel on my PlayStation, but also still show that I'm watching it on this channel. I think. I don't know if that makes sense. I think that's what I can do. So I think that'll help with that whole anxiety issue. Either way, I want to interact more. I've been doing pretty well about it, but I don't think about it, and I want to. I want to not just watch the videos from the channels that I follow on either of my channels. I don't want to just watch them. I want to, help them by liking, and I know comments also drive traffic to them, and so I want to interact more, and I've been doing better about that, but I want to keep doing it. When I filmed this video the first time, the one without audio, when I did it the first time, I mentioned that there's some anxiety that bubbles up over that, and I got anxious and had to pause the video, pause the recording to take a drink. So the next one is to brainstorm 10 ideas. I want to have a really large back catalog of ideas and outlines and drafts before I ever get published, which is kind of conflicting with previous goals that I had this year, because I always, I have a 30 before 30 page in my bullet journal, 30 things I want to do before I turn 30, and one of them is to get a rejection letter, and that would require me to start querying this year. And if I'm wanting this large back catalog, I don't know if I'll be querying this year. I also don't know if I'll be ready to query. I don't know if I'm saying that word right either. I hear people say query, I hear them say query. I've said it both ways. I probably said it other ways too. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. So either way, I'm wanting to brainstorm more. I had this on my last quarter, and I brainstormed, I think I wanted to do 8 ideas, and I did do 8 ideas. It might have been 10. But either way, I want to encourage myself to get my brain being creative more and coming up with more ideas and just dumping them all over the pages. I want to script 10 videos. I've already been scripting videos, as I mentioned. I just want to continue doing that because I'm really excited about getting back into scripting them. And I think, like I said, that you're going to be getting better content out of me with the way that I've been scripting, or with the fact that I'll be scripting and not just rambling. And also, I feel like it feels like the content is better by reading it compared to what I know I've been putting out lately. Post to my blog 20 times. Last quarter, I had post to my blog 10 times, and I think I did it twice. So this is one that I've really been wanting to do more, and I put 20 this quarter instead of lowering the goal. Because normally if I don't get anywhere close to it, I lower the goal. I didn't this time because I've already been posting to my blog regularly for Nano this month. And so I'm excited. I'm hoping to encourage myself to continue posting at least once a week. It's been a couple times a week. So I think 20 times over 3 months is definitely doable. Read 10 books. I had this one on last quarter, and I think I got halfway. I just depression. I've had a hard time reading, and so I want to encourage myself to read more, including reading craft books, as I already showed you the one that I am intending to read. So the next one is to read specifically 2 craft books. So I'm not telling myself to read 12 books total. I'm telling myself to read 10 of them, 2 of them being craft books. We will see if I get there. The next one is to watch 5 free writing lecture videos. I always enjoy learning. I don't think that you can ever stop learning. There's always something new to learn, and things evolve and they change, and you have to learn those things too. So I always want to continue bringing in this new information and helping to expand my skill, my knowledge, my craft. And reading the books, reading the craft books, I mean, just reading books in general helps you too. But I also love to watch videos from AuthorTube and what have you on writing and publishing and revising and all aspects of editing and marketing and everything to do with being a writer, being an author, and I want to continue doing that. But specifically, I want to watch, there are so many free writing lecture videos on YouTube. Specifically, I'm planning to watch, continue watching Brandon Sanderson's lecture that he's got on his YouTube channel. I actually started it earlier this year, and I even wrote up a script for a video talking about what I had learned from it. Not long after I wrote up that one, I saw Kate Kavanaugh had done a video talking about watching the entire lecture, and I don't know if I'm going to post the ones that I started now, just because hers is really good. Her video is really good, and I encourage you to watch it, and I don't want to take away from that. Not saying that authors can't post the same kinds of videos or about the same kinds of things, because I mean that's AuthorTube. We're all posting the same stuff. Now I'm getting anxiety about all of that because I feel like what I said doesn't make sense, or that I sound weird, or that I'm not coming off the right way. So, I hope that what I'm trying to say comes off right. Specifically about everyone talking about the same thing on AuthorTube, because we're all talking about writing. And a lot of those topics overlap, and I don't know why I'm getting so much anxiety over that and the way that I'm wording it. I just hope that I'm coming off the right way. I don't want what I'm saying to be taken wrong. And now I have anxiety over it. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Exercise 10 times. So last quarter I had exercise 10 times, and like within the last 3 days of the quarter, my boyfriend, because I had told him, I was like, hey, if I do this one more time, then I'll be able to cross that off on my bullet journal. And so we did it one more time, within the last 3 days of the quarter. I was so tired, I did not want to walk that day, but we did. I want to do it again. We've already walked once this quarter, maybe twice. So doing good so far. Crochet 10 projects. I absolutely want to be crocheting more, just because I like to crochet. Last month I had crochet 5 things and I only did 1. Again, normally I lower my goal if I don't get anywhere close to it, but I raised it this time because I am hoping to potentially sell some of the crochet projects that I might make. Just because, with everything that we're going through, money is a stress right now. Money is a stressor. And so I would like to be able to bring in more money for us. And if I might be able to do it with my crochet, awesome. It's a way to do it by doing something I enjoy. So we will see. Beat 3 games. I had that same goal, same number and everything. Last quarter, beat 3 games or DLCs. And I put it again on here because I know that my depression is bad when I can't even get myself to play video games, because that's something that I love to do. And so I was encouraged to push through and play even when I didn't really feel like it last quarter. And I wanted to set myself up for that again. So I went ahead and added that one again. And I'm excited. I have been playing games. I've been playing The Sims 4. I've been playing Borderlands 3 with my boyfriend and some of our friends. And I've been playing Fallout 76 because they just dropped the new season and therefore the new scoreboard. So I have been playing. It's just I want to encourage myself to do it more this quarter too. So the next thing on here is to write 100,000 words. I was a little iffy about putting that one on here just because that's a lot of words to write in one quarter. I mean, my goal for Camp Nano this month is only 20,000 words. But I think I can do it. I need to watch Kate Kavanaugh's video she did a while back talking about how she tracks her word counts among all of the different projects that she's doing, because I think she had a link there to the way she sets it up. I'm not sure. I need to go look. I'm talking faster now because I need to hurry up and finish my video because my boyfriend just got home from work and we need to go to get some groceries, so I'm trying to hurry. I'm sorry. This wouldn't be like this if I had audio the first time. I'm so upset about that. So 100,000 words. I think I can do it. We're going to find out. I'm excited to track it. Just so you know, you can use Nano to track your word count even outside of Nano. You can use it whenever you want. So as of right now, I think I'm just going to be using Nano, but we will see. I need to find that Kate Kavanaugh video. The next 4 are kind of out of order, but I did it because I kind of go in order of difficulty. And the next 2 things to me are easier than the last 2 as far as the regular property goals go on the Monopoly board thing. So the next 2 are to sim MH, my first draft, and AR, my second one that I wrote, out to betas. The next 2 after that are to revise them, because I obviously need to finish revising them before I send them out to betas, but it definitely takes more time and energy for me to revise them than it does for me to just send it off to the betas, which used to be scary, but isn't so much anymore because I really, really love the feedback. It was scary the first time, but now that I've done it, it's like, yeah, this is awesome. I want to know what you think, good and bad. So, yeah. And then we've just got the railroad ones, which I said before used to be working on the temperature blanket stuff, but it isn't anymore. This time around, it's just set up my August bullet journal pages, set up my September pages, set up my Q4 pages, which is just the quarterly pages, and then set up the October pages, because I didn't do them very much on time with this stuff, as you can probably guess, since I didn't even have this finished here. And so I just want to make sure that I get it done in time and have it ready before I need them this time around. So yeah, that's everything. That's everything that's going on. Let me know how Camp Nano is going for you. What does your word count look like? What are the other things you've been working on? What have you been reading? Just let me know all of the things. And again, if you have a goal for me to fill in that first one, I would love to know the idea that you have below. Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're interested in following my very clumsy journey as a writer living with mental illness, and enjoy the happy moments.